Ring you up, Christopher Browell.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussein here. Can you talk? It's on the phone on me. Christopher Browell. Look at that. He answered the phone.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07762471196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussein here. You've answered my phone call today. So you have answered. This is your phone. It seems that you were asleep and dazed on the call. So you're utilizing this as your personal phone as well. And I'm leaving you daily messages. And you're refusing to engage with us. And yet you're holding my brother captive and hostage. And are plotting and planning and conspiring to bring about my downfall and ruin. Why are you refusing to engage with me? You're a paid professional, aren't you? I remember you saying to me that, I have a duty of care to your brother and I must need to speak to him. Well, it's been a year. I obviously have a duty of care to my brother too. I'm his nearest relative, next of kin, protector and guardian, and you have come along and kidnapped him for a period of a year now, and degrading and humiliating me by getting me to telephone you up every single day, while you continue to plot and plan and make false allegations against me, as you have been doing in the past. What's going on here? It's coming to be a year now. Obviously, I was not neglecting my brother, but you clearly have been neglecting my brother by failing to engage with me, and all these pulling off all these shenanigans and contrivances. This is simply ridiculous that you're refusing to engage with me, yet you're in the background plotting, planning, having safeguarding meetings where I'm the subject of how you can continue to execute your acts of villainy and tyranny against me. Why is this? I mean, I'm leaving yourself a daily message. Why are you refusing to speak to me? And even when you pick up, you've just picked up the phone now and slammed the phone upon me. And that's the same. And you've given the instructions to the nursing home or the care home to do exactly the same thing, humiliating and degrading me while you are, acting with a complete disregard to the laws you purport to be working under. This is completely horrendous that I'm put into this situation where I'm being targeted and victimized through your villainy and tyranny. You've just answered the call, or I've rung back, and you're refusing to now. You're forcing me to leave voice messages for you so you can remain protected, and so I can be the butt of everybody's joke and become the target, the object of victimization and torture, like I'm doing so. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to just forget about my brother? Obviously, it's my brother. You're torturing him. You've just tortured and murdered my mother previously, all colluding and conspiring, saying we're acting in your family member's best interest, when the reality is that this is just pure racism and Islamophobia that I'm being subjected to. This is pure discrimination on your part. I'm simply ringing you up, asking you to speak to me when it was in your interest, and you were profiling me, were having my brother in my care, whilst at the same time going in the backgrounds and colluding and conspiring with the GPs to mess around with his medication, colluding and conspiring to have his medical records removed, colluding and conspiring with the GP practice to interfere with my brother's medication, to prevent him from having access to any support services. While you were doing that and waiting for me to have a mental breakdown so you could then come along and say, well, Mr. Hussein's had another breakdown like his brothers, and so we want to be in charge of his welfare now because we're so concerned. That's what you were attempting to do, sitting back and waiting for a mental breakdown to take place through care of burnout. That never happened, because obviously I'm very resilient. And then subsequently you've colluded and conspiring with the housing association to make false allegations against me. all false allegations being raised against me, haven't they? These are just continuation of false allegations that you're making against me while you look to save on costs. This is all for you to save on costs. And now it's been a year. Why is the police investigating for a year? You privately commissioned the police out. You privately commissioned the judges out. You privately commissioned the courtrooms out, considering that you've colluded and conspiring with Mr. Nick Goodwin, the previous public guardian, to force through an agenda. This is complete fraud and corruption on your part as a local authority. And now when I'm ringing you up, Mr. Browell, you're meant to be my brother's social worker. You've put him in an inappropriate care home. My brother's suffering. I'm suffering. This is human suffering taking place. So you, the local authority, can save face and continue to plunder and profiteer and make money for yourselves. So you can all then claim to be, securing your own financial interests by securing your own job, saying we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, when the reality is that you're doing anything but. It's a Saturday evening today, you're obviously relaxing at home, snoozing away. I've rang you up, you picked it up by mistake, and now you're just refusing to engage with me. What is coming to be a year, you're torturing and humiliating us, and continuing to do so because of your systemic and endemic failures in order to provide appropriate support services. And you're privately commissioning out the care home to act as a private prison for my brother when he's not consented to any of this stuff. You're torturing and humiliating us, and all I'm asking you to is come and speak to us, but you're hiding behind the corporate veil because you know the fact that you've been failing, systemically and endemically failing in adult social care, and murdering people off. And this is what it comes down to. You're just murdering people off and covering up so you can remain in your position of authority and control. Completely reprehensible of you, Mr. Browell, that you're refusing to even speak to me. Completely reprehensible of you, Bradford Council. I'm sending email messages every single day now. Oh, send an email to us so we can get some evidence against you, so we can continue to throw you under the bus whilst we continue to laugh it up large by getting money from the public purse, saying that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. You're doing nothing of the sort. You're torturing and humiliating and murdering people. You're not respecting people's human rights. You're not respecting the law. And how can you be respecting the law when the law is subservient to you? Because the judges are subservient to you.
15 seconds recording time remaining.
Okay, Mr. Browell, I'll leave it there. Obviously, you are planning now to incarcerate me as usual. I understand, I can see the writings on the wall, but while I'm here, I'm going to continue to leave you a message, because every day there's a cost associated of £1 million a daily accruing every single day for your failure to comply and for your failure to engage with me.
Your recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To review message, press 2. Message sent. Thank you for calling.